When Madame Pompadour was on the ballroom floor, said all the gentlemen obviously, the lady's got the cutest personality. In spite of all the books about Du Barry's books, what was it made her the toast of Paris? She had a well-developed personality. What did Romeo see in Juliet, or Pierrot in Pierrot, or Jupiter in Juno? You know. And when Salome danced and had the boys entranced, it must have been easy to see she knew just how to use her personality. Well, you're probably wondering why I'm singing that old Johnny Mercer song from back in the 50s. And it's for a very simple reason. Today we're going to make a really easy to make side dish that has some personality. Yeah, I know I'm stretching it a bit, but oh well. But before we get to doing the cooking, we've got a couple of things to take care of. First of all, July 23rd, which is a Saturday, there is going to be a YouTube creators meet and greet at St. Vitel's Park in Winnipeg, Manitoba. It'll start at 10 in the morning and go till 2 in the afternoon. And at 12 noon, there'll be a potluck lunch. Now, at the moment, we're expecting about 25 people. The more the merrier. Hope there are more. But we'd suggest that if you're coming for the potluck lunch, to get there before noon and bring something to share. It'll feed at least probably 20-25 people. Alrighty, if you want to know more, you can keep your eye on my channel. I'll be putting up more information. Or check out On Location with Scott or Driveshaft Drew's channels. I'll put their links in the description box. They'll both be there, and I also know that Mudnut59, who lives in Thunder Bay, Ontario, is planning to come. So, if nobody else shows, the four of us will have a great time, but hopefully there'll be more creators there from all over. I'm driving a little over 6 hours from Regina, Saskatchewan to Winnipeg to be there, and Mudnut59 will be driving a little over 7 hours to get there from Thunder Bay, so don't let a little bit of driving or a bit of distance deter you from attending. It's going to be a great time for all. So that's Saturday, July 23rd from 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. with a 12 noon potluck. Alrighty.
Well, hi y'all, Cousin Ralph. How you doing? Sorry you haven't been around for a while, but I've been out fishing. Yeah, having a great time. Yeah, catching all kinds of good fish. I have a real secret hiding place where I'll go fishing. Yep. Yeah, it's only about 20 minutes from my house, but I take about 3 hours to get there because I don't want nobody following me. Yeah, there's this one guy in town, Harvey. Yeah, he's real bad. Yeah, I was down at the tackle box the other day. I was talking to Ron. That's the guy that owns the tackle box. And we were talking about how good the fishing was this year. Out of the corner of my eye, I see Harvey. He's just sneaking around in one of the aisles, trying to get close. I know he was trying to find out where my secret hidey fishing hole is, but I weren't gonna tell him. But I thought I'd have some fun, so I baited the hook real well. I started telling Rod. So yeah, the fish are biting real good down there at my secret fishing hole. Is getting some real nice bass. Yeah, big mouth bass. Yeah, and just takes me about 3 hours to get there. So far away from my place. Yeah, you go out to the end of Otter Creek Road there. Yeah, and then you turn up on that. There's that little path that goes up there over the hills. I think they call it a trout pass. Anyway, you go up that way. Yeah, you follow that, and if you watch real careful on the right-hand side, about a mile in, you'll see a little wildlife trail that goes off there and to the right. And takes you right down to a real neat place for fishing. That's where I go. That's my little secret hide spot there. Yeah, man, the fish have just been biting in there. Great. Really, really great. Can't wait to get back out there. Anyway, so I saw Harvey over there, and I could just out of the corner of my eye keep an eye. His face lit up like a Christmas tree. You could tell he was excited, and he skedaddled out of there. You're going to be in for a bit of a shock, though, because when he gets to the end of that wildlife trail, he's going to be at about a 30-foot cliff. Going to need some long line. He's going to go long lining. Anyway, yeah, cast out the bait and the hook, and he took it all, hook, line, and sinker. He sure did, yeah. Dear. Well, what are you going to do with people like that, huh? You know, it's a secret fishing hole for a reason. If I go telling everybody where it is, then it ain't no secret no more, right? Right. So anyway, yeah, but having a good season, and yeah, caught quite a few fish, and some of them I'm going to freeze, and some of them I already ate. Yeah. Got the bones stuck between my teeth a few times. That's not much fun. But anyway, there's a sort of allure about fishing that just sort of, it just pulls you right in. You know, you get out there and, just casting that nice line out there. And once in a while I go fly fishing, but I don't like, flies don't taste very good. I prefer fishing for fish, so I'll leave the fly fishing to those hoity-snoity people. If they want to eat flies, that's their business, but ain't for me, no sir. Give me a good trout or a bass or a perch. I've heard of a guy in the States, he caught himself a bluegill. Well, don't you want the whole fish? I mean, what are you going to do with just a gill? I don't know. Some people do some funny things, but oh well. Anyway, if you want to do some good fishing sometime, you come up to my place up here in Lectrickton, and I'll have to blindfold you to take you there. But I'll take you to my secret hidey fishing hole and let you catch some fish. But I ain't going to show you how to get there or how to get out again. I'll have to blindfold you. And if you sneak your blindfold off while you're in there, I'm leaving you there. You can find your own way out. Oh well, I hope you enjoyed this little visit. I kind of been gone for a while, but I need to get back out there. The fish are biting, and I don't want to lose out on any of them, okay? By the way, I ain't going to be able to make it to Winnipeg, but I bet Ian's going to have lots of fun there. Maybe next year I'll try and make it out there and see some of them folks. But I ain't really a YouTube creator. That's Ian's, his bivouac there, so... Anyway, I'll let you get back to Ian. I think he was doing something in the kitchen when I interrupted him. He probably ain't going to be too happy about that. Oh, dear. Anyway, folks, y'all take care. God bless you, everyone, and we'll see you next time. Maybe I'll show you some of my cats. Alrighty, take care.
Alrighty. The second thing we need to take care of is we have a mail call. And this parcel came in the mail on Friday. It was last Friday, but I held off to do the opening till now. And it's from my good friend and brother in Christ, Hans, from Oblex Magnet Fishing. Hans lives in the Netherlands, or aka Holland. So, I've already slit the tape just to make things a little easier here. Let's have a look and see what he sent. Airbags! Well, they're a good safety feature in a car, but probably not this kind. What is it? Oh my goodness! It's a gigantic kettle. Let's have a look at this. Wow, that's quite the kettle. Look at that. Oops, there's a piece of paper here. Okay, it's telling me all about the kettle, how it's made and everything else. But look at that. That's a fantastic kettle. Looks like a Holstein dairy cow. I wonder if it moos when it boils. Well, Hans, thank you very much. I'm really happy with that. That's great. That's so unique. I've never seen a kettle like that. I wonder if it moos when it boils instead of tweeting like a bird or whistling. I think this calls for a cup of tea. We're going to have to check it out and see. We'll be back in a minute. Let me wash this out and get it on the stove to boil. All right, I've got our kettle filled. We'll get her on the hot plate here. Have to come up with a good name for it. Don't want Daisy or Vossie, that's pretty common. Gotta put the teapot to heat. My mother always used to tell me you can't make tea with a cold teapot. And you always take the boiling, take the pot to the kettle, not the kettle to the pot, because you want your water to be as hot as possible when you make your tea. So I'll get this going here. There we go, we got our kettle on the hob to boil. teapot in the sink full of hot water to warm it up. Let's get to making our side dish, shall we? I'm going to move the camera over so you can have a better view. Alright, we're over here at the stove. You can see the kettle over there boiling. If you have any suggestions for a good name for the kettle, put them in the comments. So what are we going to need today? Well, you're going to need 2/3 of a cup of water. And to that, we're going to add a half teaspoon of basil and a half a teaspoon of garlic powder, salt to taste, and we're going to bring that to a boil. So, they say watch pot never boil, so we'll come back once this starts boiling and we'll carry on. Because if we stand here and watch it, we could be here all day, and you don't want to watch that long of a video. Alright, our water's boiling, so to that we are going to add 2/3 of a cup of minute rice. And you want to mix that in well. And we're also going to add to that 1 packet of OXO or Knorr's chicken bouillon powder. And we want to mix that around really well. Now you could put the chicken bouillon in beforehand. Actually probably would work better if my normal way of doing it would have been put the chicken bouillon in before the rice, but today I forgot. Alright, now we're going to turn that off. If you know the instructions for minute rice, you bring the water to the boil, add the rice, stir it in, take it off the heat and cover it for 10 minutes. So we'll be back in 10 minutes to finish up this wonderful dish. Well, I'm back early, and that noise you're hearing? That's the kettle. Not exactly a moo, more of a horn, but certainly know that it's boiling. Let's make our tea. We're going to make a nice peppermint tea. We're having Twining's peppermint. Well, there we go. We got our tea steeping over there. Our rice is coming. We got about 6 minutes until the rice is ready, and we'll be back then. Well, the tea's been steeping for about 5 minutes, and that pretty much makes a perfect cup of tea. About 5 good minutes of steeping. So I'm going to use my Nevada mug. It says, "Greetings from Nevada, the Silver State." And that was a gift from Cindy at Burning Sands Exploration, as was the chef's hat that I'm wearing, the toque. There we go. Nice hot cup of tea. Look at that. That looks good. Hans, your kettle makes nice hot water for a good pot of tea. Thank you so much. I'm going to enjoy that kettle. I'll think of Hans every time I use it. All right. Our rice is just about ready to carry on with. Take the lid off of there. And you can see we got a nice kind of light yellow rice with the basil mixed in and the garlic powder mixed in. Now what are we going to add to that? Well, we're going to take a little jump south of the border. And I don't mean the Canadian border, I mean the American border. We're going to add some salsa. I'm going to add half a cup of salsa. Now, heat level is up to you. You can use mild, medium, or hot, or extra hot if you prefer. And we're just going to mix that into the rice. Mix it in well. And there you can see what it looks like. We'll put that in a serving bowl. Now, if you're serving this to company, you might want to decorate that off with a nice sprig of parsley or something in the top. But there we have a very easy to make side dish, and you can enjoy that with all kinds of things. We're going to be having it tonight, believe it or not, as a side to a nice frittata. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's recipe, and it wasn't too confusing having the unboxing and the announcement about the meet and greet. Don't forget, July 23rd, St. Vitalis Park from 10 to 2 in Winnipeg. Hope to see you there if you're able to make it. If you live a long way off and can't, well, we understand. Maybe you can put it on your calendar for next year. We'll let you know when that's going to happen, probably earlier in the year next year. All right. Thank you, Hans, for the beautiful tea kettle. Thank you, Cindy, for the lovely mug and the hat. And hope the rest of you will give this recipe a try and have some rice with personality. Alrighty, until next time, Tuesdays with the Pilgrim, take care, stay safe, and God bless.